Hello, hello. We back. Thank you so much for joining. I'm Andile, aka the journalist, and today we have a lady. We have a lady as a guest, and her name is Dinky Kunene. And yeah, man, we'll be chatting to her about the new song. So she's got a brand new song out. It's an Amapiano single. So we'll be chatting to her about that one. And also, we'll be just, chatting to her about her journey. She's got like two EPs out. She has like over 50 songs. Can you believe it? Over 50 songs that she's dropped so far. And she's no stranger to the media. She was on Idols. Um, so yeah, should be interesting to chat to Dinky Kunene. I cannot wait. I'm very excited about this chat. It's always, dope to have a lady in the house because, with house music, piano, it's always like, the gents. So today we have a lady in the house. So I'm looking forward to that one. It's going to be dope. It's going to be dope. It's going to be dope. Yeah, man. And thank you so much for the love, for the love. I see Dinky is here. Let me just see if I can add her on. Uh, okay, here we go. Hello.
Hello.
Wow. Thank you so much for making time for this chat. I really appreciate it. How are you doing today?
I'm very good, thanks, and yourself, my darling.
I'm awesome, man. I'm awesome, I'm just, I'm just happy to have you on the show and I can't wait to,
Happy to
talk
be
to you.
here.
Yeah, so I just have, a few questions for you, it's not a lot, it's not a lot. So you are not new, to the limelight. A lot of us in South Africa, we got introduced to you when we saw, your beautiful face on Idols. So my question now is, you were on 2 seasons on Idols. How was that experience like?
Definitely a defining moment in my life, a life-changing path. I learned so much about professionalism, how to handle myself in the industry, how to carry my brand. And yeah, I had a lot of fun, I was just enjoying the music. One of the greatest platforms in South Africa to be launched. Nice.
Mm, mm.
Woo-hoo.
Interesting. Who's that? Who's that? Who's calling you a liar there? Hey,
Do.
hey, do AKTRP. That's dope.
Yes.
I actually have a question about you and do, but I was gonna ask it later on. But since he decided to voice in, I was gonna ask you how was it like working with Mdu, on a song that is like popping right now, which is like Hold On to Me. So how was that experience like?
So the one thing that I can say is coming to Mdu studio was difficult for me simply because I was so comfortable with the people I had been working with. And he was the first person, that challenged me to the point where he's like, I want something different. Every time I'm in studio with him, he pushes me to lengths that I didn't know exist within myself. I don't know if you've seen people call him healer. It's not for jokes or anything. He's really very open-minded, like he's a great talent, a great artist. And yeah, I think Hold On to Me, the song as well as, the other songs on my EP that he did, as well as the music video were big parts of my journey. And had it not been for his support, I doubt I would even be where I am today.
Mm-hmm. No, it must be amazing, man, to work with, especially like people like him that are respected in the Amapiano community in terms of like just, being one of the originators of the sound, making the sound unique. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
I just skipped like 5 questions. So going back to the idols now, like for me, it's like obviously putting yourself out there in front of like the masses, millions of people are watching you on TV, and you do not make it. You don't win the show, but you still have the strength to kind of like also be active in the music industry and actually put out music. So my question is like, being on 2 seasons of a big show that you didn't win, and now being in a position to kind of like be active and putting out music and releasing music, what motivated you to kind of like put yourself out there again?
So I've always known that music is something, you know, it's my first love. It's something in my family. And coming off of Idols, you know, when you get to your hometown and I drive through a toll gate, my home is far. And when I just passed the toll gate, from being eliminated, it was such a shock to me. I was like, where to from now? And a very big artist in South Africa, I won't drop her name, sent me a message. And I eventually didn't work with her because she does Chrome. But it was just a reminder that, you know what, this is not the end of the road. And in that moment, I taught myself that, you know what, you need to find something positive out of each and every situation. And that's exactly what I did. I had been working on Amapiano prior to being in Idols. I was working with a team called The Squad. I recorded my first track maybe 2016 with them on piano. It's called Love for Today. And yeah, when I came out of Idols, I was like, let me just go and make music. What happens from there, only God knows, but I'm going to put my faith in him. And this is where I am today. Still releasing, still enjoying, still having fun.
And you know, and you went out, and I know throughout your career, you've roughly like released like more than 50 songs, which I think of made rather more than 50 songs, you know, which I think is crazy, you know, because it means you have a crazy work ethic and you really want this bad. But you know, in 2019 you released an EP called One Moment. So my question is, like, you know, what inspired that project?
So the One Moment EP was a combination of experiences that I had gone through. I put myself into my music 100%. I'm very open with my followers. I let them know what I'm going through because I feel like I have a voice for everybody else that's going through things that don't necessarily know how to deal with it. And so while the One Moment EP, each and every song on there was just an expression of like my life situations. One moment was, you know, this nigga that was in my DMs and he just couldn't stop, man. So I just eventually turned it into him wanting one moment with me. I then turned it into, I just need one moment to make a movement with you, boy. It's actually Mdu's favorite song. Huh? Mduza, I say me, you know, Tibra. Anyway, and as well as Connected and all of the other songs on that track, if on that EP, if you go and listen to them, all of them are things that I've been through. It was my first time releasing a full project, and I don't exactly know what I was doing. I was fumbling around. Everybody in the industry that was helping me were like, Dinky, brah, you need to do this, you need to do this. This is how you do it. Because initially I actually released it for free, and a couple of months later, about 6 months later, and then a friend of mine helped me put it on all platforms, and I was starting to learn things. And yeah, man, well, the One Moment EP was just my step into the industry to be like, yeah, I am Dinky Kunene. Danko.
And you didn't stop. Like, you know, 2019, you dropped an EP, and then you were like, you know what, 2020, you know, you spoke your truth, you know. So for those that don't know, what am I talking about?
Okay, cool. Speak Your Truth. Also very important EP in my life. Lockdown had just come along. I didn't know which direction. And one day I'm sitting in my room. Actually, I think I was in the kitchen. I was in pajamas, and Mdu called me and he's like, let's go span by someone's house just for a week, Nyana. Let's make some stuff. And I think in the space of 3 days, we did like 6 very nice songs. A few of them he still doesn't want to give to me. He's keeping them locked because he's like, the world doesn't want them yet. Anyway, and instead of being unproductive in COVID and being demotivated because we're not making money and my industry is closed, it was actually a time for me where I was so creative. And funny enough, I actually think that break was good for me because I was able to write music that I didn't myself know I was capable of. If you listen to the One Moment EP versus the Speak Your Truth EP, the gap is so big in terms of quality, in terms of texture of voice, in terms of lyrics. So yeah, the Speak Your Truth EP I think was the best thing that came out of COVID for me. Yeah, that's it.
And you know, we get to see some visuals as well. You know, Hold On To Me, which is like a very lovey-dovey music video. you know, you and Du are having like, you know, drinks and, you know, well, you know, for those that haven't seen the music video, what's the music video about?
Okay, cool. So basically, the music video is exactly like the song. You know, in life, sometimes we hold on to the things that have hurt us in the past and now make it the new person's fault. So in the video,
Mm,
I'm showing where, and a lot of us girls are guilty of this, guys, as well. You take your partner's phone and you feel like you have the right to go through it. And then you find something that you don't understand and you make a fight
mm,
out of it.
mm,
And initially, I wasn't going to use him do for the video because he's such a shy boy. You know, he can't even look at me sometimes. And on the day, I was like, Papa, let's just do this thing. Let's go with it. And he was such a sport throughout the video. The BTS was so funny because we were laughing the whole time. It was so difficult to stay serious. I think he brought
mm.
his ex-bae the last time to the video just so that she can know, like, ain't like, I'm not jolling Dinky. It's just a music video. So yeah, but it was a very nice experience. And if I can tell anybody to take something from there is number one, respect your partner's privacy. Number two,
Mm,
let go of the things that your ex did to you in order to be happy with your current. And number three, just be happy and give your relationship air, give it space to breathe so that you can figure each other out, you know, and be happy.
wow. Great advice, great advice. Dope video, dope song. But today, you know, we're actually here to talk about new music, right? You know, you have a new song out called Boomba, you know, which is a very interesting topic. So, you know, but I don't want to, you know, put words in your mouth. I know what the song is about. Tell us about that song because I think it's such an important record.
Okay, so first of all, I love the art behind collaboration. And boys from East London sent me the track. They actually sent it to a friend of mine, Job. And they were like,
Mm,
can you guys just see what you can do with this track? And in studio, you know, I was remembering a time where I go live and people feel like they have a right to mention that I'm fat. Or Stutla is my size. And, you know, sometimes it's very objectifying because nobody ever points out that other girls are skinny. But when you're
mm,
fat, it's a thing. When I'm walking into a venue with a shorty, the attention that I get is like, why would she do that? Whereas the attention that a skinny girl would get is like, wow, mommy, you're looking hot. And I just want
mm,
to make a stand for body positivity and say that, you know what? Doesn't matter what your body looks like. The inside is what matters. So be a Boomba, be confident, whatever kind of body shape you have. Just go out there into the world and be you because life is so short to be stressed about things that, you know, God gave it to us just like that. If you really want to change it, I'm all for that. So in essence, being a Boomba doesn't necessarily mean you need to be fat, but being a Boomba means you need to be confident in exactly what you are because that's beautiful. And yeah, you know, confidence is the best kind of outfit. It's the best kind of smile and nothing but love. That's all Boomba is. And I think that's the one thing that the world really needs more of, and that is love.
mm. So, do you think that, like, you know, because I'm just asking because, you know, in the music game, obviously as a woman you don't want to be objectified, but at the same time, you know, like we also see like people like the crowd, they appreciate thick women, you know, for whatever reason. So my question to you is that, is it an advantage or is it tough being like someone, you know, that's thick in the music industry?
So it's definitely tough because, first of all, I'm chubby. I can't dance. I can't jump around like, you know, a professional dancer on stage. I can just shake the boda a little, nyana, and that's all I can do.
Mm,
A lot of girls with nicer bodies get more attention. And
mm,
I don't at all want to say that that's why they make it into the music industry. But what I will say is I've had to work so much harder on the craft itself so that people don't mind the fact that I'm not your basic skinny girl. I had to put so
mm,
much more energy into the music so that, you know what, whether I'm fat or not, people are going to listen to me sing because that's why I was put on earth. I was put on earth to sing, man, nigga. So as long
mm,
as they enjoy that, then I'm okay. I won't also say that it made my career hard because I've always been a confident person. Um, I've always been okay with who I am, you know. Sometimes I think it was in grade 9 where I actively tried to lose weight because, you know, somebody said something at school that really hurt me. But ever since then, I just feel like, you know, I'm beautiful. I'm very beautiful with my thick thighs and my flabby arms and my pot belly. Freshly ground had it right when they said it. A pot belly gives good loving. And as long as I know I give good music, good loving, I care for people, and I'm a genuine, honestly nice person to people, then it shouldn't matter what my body looks like. So yeah, man, I don't think, you know, it's dependent on how you take the situation. You can use it to your advantage, or you can make it a crutch in your career.
Wow, very well put. You know, you're actually a very, very wise person, and you know, we appreciate the wisdom and, you know, the motivation. And I'm sure a lot of girls out there are going to you know, they relate to the song, and it's an important message that you're putting out. So I see now you're in studio. Obviously, you know, you guys are putting in some work. What are you guys working on? Like, what's next for you?
So I am in the process of finishing my EP. Um, all I'll say is that Papa over here, executive produced it. He produced every track on the EP. Everything on this EP is nothing that anybody in South Africa has heard from me before. Very different. It's also a place of understanding my true identity. I don't like to get into history and stuff, but apartheid confused a lot of us as black people and made us believe that, you know, if you're a certain type, you're better than the other one and all of that. And they put us in different areas to kind of segregate us. And since last year, by the end of the year, I've been figuring out my true heritage. And my EP is really a reflection of that. I have some nice features, not going to say who. But yeah, do put me on for real. He really helped me and brought out the side of me that I didn't know existed. And yeah, it's going to be a dope EP.
So do you have dates or roughly when it's going to drop?
Duza, we don't have dates. He just said no.
Okay, no pressure, guys, no pressure. You know, like they say, you can't rush art. You know, art is something that you guys must, you know, make sure that it's dope, make sure that it's beautiful. So we're not gonna rush you guys because we know it's gonna be amazing, like your other projects. And yeah, man, look, thank you so much for your time, Dinky. I really appreciate it. Is there anything that you just want to say to your fans out there?
Okay, awesome. First of all, thank you to everybody that tuned in. I think the biggest problem in South Africa is support. We really need to support our younger artists because there's millions of us. It's not only me, it's not only the people you see on TV. There's a lot of artists out there. So if I can give anybody advice, support, support, support. Somewhere along the line in South Africa, we lost the spirit of Ubuntu, and it would make my heart so happy if we can find it again. Remember to be kind, remember to be a Boomba, and remember to spread love and be a solid person. And that's all I can say.
Thank you so much. And yeah, have a dope studio session, guys. And please, let's chat again when the EP drops, nah?
Definitely. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Okay. Bye. Good night.
Bye-bye.